What is the one thing that has changed the entire narrative of human lives in the 21st century? If you're thinking technology, then you've guessed it right. From education and entertainment to healthcare, there is hardly any sector that technology has not influenced or even transformed in a positive way. Technical advancements are revolutionizing the healthcare industry all around the globe, and our country is not far behind. Today, India is ushering in technological breakthroughs, and the growing startup culture has a lot to do with it. In the changing world of technology, the best strategy for a successful business is to innovate or adapt, learn new technologies and evolve. The healthcare industry is full of examples of companies that are front runners of this strategy. Here are some of the technologies that are being incorporated and changing the face of Indian healthcare today. Healthcare is no longer limited to research and development in treating diseases and drugs. From devices that can do early detection of lifestyle ailments and dispensers that can help us manage our medication, to wearables that can help keep a track of our vitals, new and exciting devices are being built to solve the challenges and give better services to patients. One of the more impactful disruptions we are witnessing today is the adoption of technologies now categorized as a part of Internet of Things. The ability of Internet of Things to be able to track and communicate with devices gives a completely different dimension to the potential application of such devices. We are and will see inventions and adoption of new applications and devices in the coming decades that will transform how information is collected, interpreted, and ultimately acted upon. Integration of automation in healthcare is one of the biggest shifts we are seeing today. What's exciting is the broad spectrum of automation that is being used. From automating digitization of health records and data mining to complete processes for higher consistency. In addition to this, inbuilt quality control mechanisms negate possibilities of errors, which is essential in the healthcare industry. Another dimension includes technologies that provide continuous feedback loops linked with automated data mining that are being used for management, optimization, and improved services to patients and healthcare entities. Lastly, automation can also be used to develop innovative products and services to solve challenges or issues being faced by patients, payers, and providers. After so many years of infections and many more deaths, malaria is still persistent in our society. Proper and early diagnosis of malaria is always a challenge in front of doctors. The technologies are now improving day by day, as previously we depended upon blood smear observations through microscope for the parasites, while today kits are developed which can help in easy and early diagnosis.
Biomedical devices is one of the very important sectors that we are into, and this is also a priority sector which has been identified by the Government of India, particularly by the Department of Biotechnology. And in this area we are fortunate to be partners to Department of Biotechnology in managing a very important program called School for International Biodesign, which was earlier called the Stanford India Biodesign, and we are taking care of all techno-legal activities of this very important program for the last 10 years. This program is focused into developing entrepreneurship, in the area of biomedical devices, and a large number of biomedical devices have been technologies have been developed, and a number of entrepreneurs have set up enterprises which are doing very well.
Various test kits are available to detect antigens derived from malaria parasites. Such immunologic, that is, immunochromatographic tests most often use a dipstick or cassette format and provide results in 2 to 15 minutes. These rapid diagnostic tests, or RDTs, offer a useful alternative to microscopy in situations where reliable microscopic diagnosis is not available. Malaria RDTs are currently used in some clinical settings and programs. However, before malaria RDTs can be widely adopted, several issues remain to be addressed, including improving their accuracy, lowering their cost, and ensuring their adequate performance under adverse field conditions. The World Health Organization is conducting comparative performance evaluations of many of the RDTs which are commercially available worldwide based on a panel of parasites derived from a global network of collection sites.
We came with an innovative technology which will give the diagnosis at resource limited field based level only. Generally, the developing countries or the resource limited areas where the lab atmosphere is not there. For those people, especially the India like environment where the lab is not available everywhere, the developed kit, the point of care kit that we developed is very useful for the proper diagnosis of patients at field level.
Genomics Malaria PF-PV Antigen Rapid Detection Test Kit is a lateral flow assay-based qualitative determination of Malaria Plasmodium falciparum specific histidine-rich protein 2 PFHRP2 and Malaria Plasmodium vivax specific lactate dehydrogenase PLDH proteins in human whole blood specimens. These kits have been validated by WHO, FIND, CDC. The kit development is achieved through Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, BIRAC, or BIRAC, the not-for-profit public sector enterprise set up by Department of Biotechnology, DBT, Government of India as an interface agency to strengthen and empower the emerging biotech enterprise to undertake strategic research and innovation, addressing nationally relevant product development needs. BIRAC is an industry-academia interface and implements its mandate through a wide range of impact initiatives, be it providing access to risk capital through targeted funding, technology transfer, IP management and hand-holding schemes that help bring innovation and excellence to the biotech firms and make them globally competitive. In its 5 years of existence, BIRAC has initiated several schemes, networks and platforms that help to bridge the existing gaps in the industry-academia innovation research and facilitate novel, high-quality, affordable product development through cutting-edge technologies. BIRAC has initiated partnerships with several national and global partners to collaborate and deliver the salient features of its mandate. The next latest advancement, which can enhance our curiosity and excitement, is Flexi-OH technology for breathable and customized cast for immobilization of fractured limb.
The discussions about healthcare innovations in the country will be incomplete if we don't talk about the huge contributions being made by School of International Biodesign program in fostering medical device innovations in the country.
Stanford India Biodesign Program, SIB, SIB, renamed as School of International Biodesign, supported by Department of Biotechnology, DBT, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, is a biomedical technology innovation program implemented at AIIMS and IIT Delhi in collaboration with the Stanford University, USA, and partnership with Indo-US Science and Technology Forum.
In the area of technology transfer, we have been assigned a number of technologies by the various organizations including DBT, ICMR, CSIR, and number of organizations like IITs, THSTI, RCB, etc. We have transferred a number of technologies, about more than 60 technologies in the areas including vaccines, diagnostics, medical devices, and also in the agricultural areas.
Biotech Consortium India Limited, BCIL, with extensive experience and expertise in IP management and technology transfer, is the management agency for this program. Novel medical technologies are developed under SIB to promote innovation in affordable healthcare and to train the next generation of medical technology innovators in India.
Some of the important medical devices which have been developed under the School for International Biodesign include fecal incontinence device, which is commercialized not only in India but also in US and Europe, the neonatal resuscitation device, the Flexi OH device.
BCIL is pleased to announce the licensing of Flexi OH-A technology for breathable and customized cast for immobilization of fractured limb, developed by the 2014 batch of SIB interns to Messrs. JC Orthoheal Private Limited, Gujarat, a startup company formed by the interns. The commercialization of this technology will help to solve a pressing unmet need in limb immobilization domain for patients suffering from bone fractures. Every year, approximately 1.4 million people suffer from wrist fractures in India. Total burden of this problem is approximately 7 billion Indian rupees in India every year. Cast immobilization is one of the oldest methods being used even today for bone healing. In spite of that, there are many problems such as breathability, washability, and customizability which are still unsolved or partially solved in currently available casts.
Our product is intended to make a patient's life comfortable and easy, particularly when they are having fractures. So in the country like India, it's very humid and hot, and cast is very discomfortable during that period.
Lack of breathing under cast leads to perspiration and irritation of skin, while sensitivity of conventional cast to moisture restricts patients' routine activities like bathing, swimming, etc. Flexi OH is breathable, washable, and lightweight, which gives patient extra comfort during immobilization of limb. Application of Flexi OH is faster and easier than conventional cast. It is applied in 3 steps. The first step involves wearing Flexi OH over fractured limb like a glove, followed by positioning of limb in normal position. In last step, Flexi OH is hardened enough to support and immobilize limb by infusing hardening material into it. This customizable cast is made up from flexible material in 4 to 5 different sizes according to anthropometric data. The cast has peculiar geometry inspired from nature to give strongest structure. Cast shape may vary according to site and purpose of application, such as short arm cast, full arm cast, barrel cast, etc. for both limbs. On choosing appropriate size, this cast will take shape according to contours of patient's limb. This cast is being developed for setting within 10 to 15 minutes. Infusion shall be done in reduced fracture position and maintained for 15 minutes after infusion. Messrs. J.C. Orthoheal Private Limited is a startup company based in Gujarat, co-founded by inventors Dr. Pankaj Kumar Chhatrala and Mr. Nikhi Jamdade. The innovators did hard work to achieve the success.
We got a first grant from Biotechnology Ignition Grant, which comes from BIRAC, Department of Biotechnology. So that grant has helped us to put a founding stone in the orthoil. We developed functional prototypes, then we tested on the patients, and we also validated in the different scenario. Without that grant, it was not possible to make a first functional prototype. Followed by that, we also got another follow-on grant from the same department, BIRAC, and that grant is called as BIPP, and that grant is now helping us to scale up our production and further R&D in the product and material, so that we can bring down the cost of the product to the Indian population.
The mission of the company is to address the plethora of healthcare issues existing in the Indian healthcare system, especially in orthopedics, through cost-effective design-based innovations. The team has plans for the technology development and validation leading to commercial launch of the product in India by mid-2018. Millennium Alliance MA, an innovation partnership for global development. The MA is an inclusive platform to leverage Indian creativity, expertise, and resources to identify and scale innovative solutions being developed and tested in India to address development challenges that will benefit base of the pyramid populations across India and the world. The MA is a network to bring together various actors within India's social innovation ecosystem, including but not limited to social innovators, philanthropy organizations, social venture capitalists, angel investors, donors, service providers, and corporate foundations to stimulate and facilitate financial contributions from the private and public sectors and offer a range of support to innovators. Under FICCI's leadership and in partnership with United States Agency for International Development USAID and the Technology Development Board TDB and other MA partners, the Alliance providing innovators with services such as seed funding, grants, incubation and accelerator services, networking opportunities, business support services, knowledge exchange and technical assistance, and will facilitate access to equity, debt and other capital, will help realize India's role as a global innovation laboratory. The one such innovation which is useful in healthcare industry is Syntiglo, a point-of-care urine.
Millennium Alliance, that is the alliance between Technology Development Board, USAID, UK government and managed by FICCI. So these grants have helped us to develop from a prototype to a final market ready product that you see as a 3D, that's a 3D printed version, and the final production is under process. The device, when it comes to the market, would be greatly beneficial for patients in the rural communities who do not have an access to pathology labs with autoanalyzers. There would be pregnant women who could be monitored on their doorsteps with a portable device like this. Then the patients suffering from hypertension, diabetes and other causes which cause kidney damage, they could be diagnosed very early and cured instead of progressing it to a end stage kidney disease. As this is a smart device where the data that is coming onto the device is sent to the through a Bluetooth to anywhere in the world, so it could help a lot in cases of teleclinics. We have developed the device into such a portable structure and model that it could be carried anywhere across the place, and even a doorstep monitoring could be performed for a person in the remotest of the villages.
Now we can move to a new device developed by Path Shodh named as Anupath. Anupath is a point-of-care device capable of performing tests for multiple analytes on a single platform. HbA1c, glycated hemoglobin, blood glucose, hemoglobin, serum albumin, microalbuminuria, urine creatinine, urine ACR.
We know that India is at number 2 position in terms of diabetic population in the world, and in every 6th second one person die because of diabetes. This technology go beyond the one glucose test which is available in the market, and this give a very comprehensive solution for diabetes diagnostics and management. Not only that, in terms of the diabetes complications, and one such complication is kidney failure, where every year in this country more than 2 lakh population die because of kidney failure. This can detect that at a very early stage, so that we can halt the kidney failure for the long time with the oral medications.
The HbA1c is a marker for the diabetes, as increase in its level above normal indicates patient's last 3 months glucose level. The glycated albumin, blood glucose with the HbA1c can be useful for the confirmation in medical diagnosis of diabetes. The hemoglobin, serum albumin, all are laborious, time-consuming tests performed separately, but the instrument can be able to perform all tests in one go, easily, with same accuracy.
In our country, the lacks of private clinicians, they won't have their own pathology laboratory, particularly in tier 2, tier 3 cities. So for such doctors, there is no concept of diabetologist or logist in these small cities. The general physician is treating these chronic conditions like diabetes or even kidney failures. For such doctors or private clinicians, this type of technology will be the game changer. Without develop the infrastructure for pathology lab, this single device which we developed on the concept of lab on palm can help them to test and screen their patient on the spot in their clinic and get the result within a minute.
The main specifications of the device include on-the-spot testing, separate disposable strip for each test, tiny sample drop, no sample or reagent preparation required, no special storage requirement for test strips, Bluetooth connectivity, future expansion for more biomarkers.
In my opinion, this is a good environment in the country. There are the multiple agencies like DBT, BIRAC, through the multiple, their grant schemes. They are supporting to the young innovators to come up, if they have the new innovations, to come up and translate the innovation in the form of product, and they are supporting not in terms of the money, but also providing the large platform that customers, the VCs, and to connect to the different people and different community through the lot of platform they started.
Purti Kit, recently developed by innovator Shri Pawan Mehrotra, is able to restore confidence, dignity and femininity of breast cancer survivors. A holistic and affordable non-invasive kit for post-operative rehabilitation of breast cancer patients who lose their breasts. Purti has been designed by utilizing a user-centric product co-evolution strategy, where each component of the kit has been developed with iterative feedback as per the needs of the end user, leading to both technical and anthropometric betterment than the alternatives available through imports.
In developing countries such as India, women approach clinic quite late. Due to this late detection, almost 50 to 75% of the women end up losing one or both breasts. This leads to a physical void in their body and creates two issues, a physical issue and an emotional issue. This turmoil is a very devastating situation for any woman who has breastfed her child, for instance. What happens as of now in Indian situations and elsewhere is that a woman undergoes surgery, and for a post-surgical rehabilitation, she is unfortunately not offered a solution within the same hospital where this void is created. We wish to change this. This was the genesis of Purti Sampurti system.
Apart from creating an affordable, high-quality product, this is first time in the world towards the development of a post-mastectomy kit. Together with all accessories and a 1-minute instruction video which provides a holistic solution to address the post-surgical prosthetic needs of breast cancer survivors. The kit comprises of flat back, 33 lightweight pre-made external silicone gel breast prostheses available in 10 different sizes and 2 shapes, 2 pocketed brassiers available in different sizes and 2 colors, 2 prosthesis covers, 1 prosthesis holder, information and usage manual, and an outer waterproof kit which accommodates all the aforementioned components discreetly.
We have been slowly been able to create awareness about Purti and Sampurti in remotest parts as well, and also in the most super specialty hospitals one can think of. So we are able to cover this wide spectrum of patients coming from diverse socio-economic backgrounds.
To aid in deeper market penetration, an institution-centric product named as Sampurti was created, which is a mobile and concise suitcase comprising of prostheses of 10 different sizes and pocketed bras of 8 different sizes with 10 prosthesis covers, patient information forms and information brochures. This allows for any center to provide a pre-trial to the patient in order to determine the prosthesis size and bra size which are most comfortable to her.
We strongly believe and aspire to fulfill the real meaning of Purti, which means restoration. It's not only restoring somebody's femininity or dignity, but confidence. Confidence of women who will play a major role in the empowerment of our society. So it's giving them back what they deserve.
The value proposition for the institutions is that it allows them to initiate an unexisting service in a sustainable revenue-generating model.
Now, with the precedence of innovation in the medtech space in India being vehemently promoted by Government of India through its various organizations like DBT, DST, CSIR and many others, is playing a pivotal role in this. It's not only me who has benefited from these schemes, there are many, and I have lots of friends who have taken use of these schemes, grants, connections to be able to develop user-inclusive, Indian aspiration-dependent, affordable and very unique solutions, just like us. With continued support from government and other bodies, I am sure that time will come that we will have a revolution of make in India medical products challenging the world. So we will change that very soon.